Hi, I'm Thomas Wilson, Music Director of the Chamber Orchestra of the Springs, and we are opening our season this weekend. So exciting. Our Organ Spectacular number 6. And we have 4 incredible pieces with 4 great organists from around the city, 4 different organ soloists. And I have some of our soloists here today, and I'd like to start with Dr. Roderick Gorby, the new organist at First Presbyterian, who has actually composed a piece for this. So cool. Tell us about it.
Well, I'm very excited to be a part of the Organ Spectacular. I've been paying attention to these great concerts that go on here in the Springs since I've been here. And this piece is really, it's Americana. I think that Thomas Wilson, in our rehearsal that we just had, described it so perfectly. It's like a city auditorium organist just having a field day, and he might have had a little bit something to influence his mood beforehand.
He's especially happy.
Yes, yes. So I hope that you enjoy this romp through Americana.
Excellent. And then we also have one of the other pieces is a very, very short concerto for violin and organ. It's only about 9 minutes. And this is a find from you, Elisa, and you find all this great early music, and you do such interesting things with it. And you're a soloist with your husband, Eric. So we're really excited. Tell us about how you found this piece.
So this is a concerto by Padre Bicajo. It's one of the names he goes by, Father Bicajo. He was a contemporary of Vivaldi's. And so Vivaldi and style, they actually lived across the harbor from each other. And, but, you know, it's definitely his own piece and very unique in the repertoire. It's not very common that you find pieces, particularly from that time period, where the organ really has a solo part. So when I happened to run across it on YouTube, I was like, what is this piece? And so I went hunting and I found the parts and I sent it to Thomas. I was like, you have to listen to this. It's really neat. And it's just such a perfect little gem of a piece. You know, it kind of says everything it needs to say and has a lot of creativity and a lot of really neat motives and great writing in it. And I just can't wait to share it with everybody.
Yeah, it's unlike anything I've ever heard. Just a beautiful Baroque concerto. And you know, for organ and violin, who has that? There are so few out there. So we're really excited.
No idea.
Thank you for that find.
Absolutely.
And then, in my opinion, the even more psychedelic piece on this program, Hindemith's Kammermusik No. 7. And he wrote this entire series. They're all different. And this one has an organ part that would damn near kill any organist ever. It's so hard. Simon Jacobs from Grace Episcopal Church, how are you tackling this thing?
Well, it's pretty relentless, but also very rewarding. I mean, I love Hindemith's procedures and his sort of mix of themes which verge on the atonal, but always ends with a tonal centre. And the sort of expressionist is anti-romanticism, which is a wonderful thing. But it really comes together with great rhythmic drive. And this is essentially the organ concerto, isn't it? The Kammermusik No. 7. I think it's subtitled Organ Concerto as well. And a fascinating structure to the piece. Really short first movement, and then very almost canonical second movement. Very much longer, and then we go into the third. So the proportion of it is really interesting. But yeah, I've taken it slow, written in a lot of fingering, and really worked at it. It's been great to work at a piece like this.
And an unusual orchestra, right? Reduced winds,
yes,
no violins, no violas.
Chamber orchestra of an interesting scoring, reminds me a bit of Stravinsky's writing, with heavy wind, but in a chamber setting, you know, sort of same period. And Hindemith actually means quite a bit to me, because he was at Yale for a while after he went from Germany. And when I was there in the music library, they displayed his collection of manuscripts and things. So that's,
And was this piece there?
I can't remember. It was mostly his letters, actually, which was fascinating. I'd have to go back and have a look.
Excellent. Well, this is one of the truly great pieces, and this is going to be a real challenge. I'm looking forward to it. The other piece on the program is one of Widor's organ symphonies, and we did his 3rd symphony a while back for orchestra and organ. Great piece, but conceived very differently. He conceived this for organ and orchestra from the beginning. This particular symphony that we're going to do, Opus 42, technically 42A. 42 was the organ-only version. He took the organ, and actually he took some flack for this, for writing what he called symphonies for organ alone. And many people thought, no, 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 an organ should only be used for, church music, shouldn't be doing symphonies. But they're great pieces. And in this particular case, he decided to just add orchestra to it. And it's really a wonderful piece, and Dr. Joe Galema will be joining us from that. So it's coming up this Sunday. The details are going to be right below me on the screen. Come hear us. We're so excited to be making music again. We're taking some precautions, some masks, that sort of thing, to be careful, but it's time for live music again, and we can't wait to play for you. Thank you.